saying this was a good chapter. Today, I will be moving about. So today, I'll be reviewing One Piece, chapter 704. So, let me just start off by saying this was a very interesting chapter. Great chapter 2. So, we started off with, Luffy's back at the Coliseum, where he was always there. He's just beating up that really big guy. And now it looks like security's gonna throw him out. So he's just making all these funny faces. He's like, what? So, that was pretty funny. I really like that. And then there's this big thing about these guys want to start fighting him and stuff, and he's just making the same funny face to everybody. And then these 3 other guys from some other place come in and they're like, yo, lay off. And so Luffy's like, oh, thank you. And the one guy starts talking, he's like, no need to thank us, no need to thank us, don't thank us, don't thank me. And then all of a sudden he's like, here, take it back. This guy's like holding him back. He's trying to give him his thank you back. Like he didn't want it. So it was really funny too, I really liked that. What else was there? It sort of introduced just a lot of new characters. So we see all these new characters come in, introducing them from different counties and countries and everything. And Luffy's just like, and then he finds out you get to pick what armor and weapons you're gonna use, if any, if you want to. And Luffy's like, clad all in armor. At first I didn't even know it was him. I thought it was somebody else, but it's like, oh, that's him, because I forgot about the beard and mustache. And so it was really interesting. Really like that. Then some chick starts talking to him. She's like, you're over the weight limit. And they're talking a bit, and it turns out she's the captain of the Beautiful Pirates. The Beautiful Flower, Beautiful Pirates, or something like that. She's pretty attractive, yeah. So she's talking to Luffy, and then next thing you know, Luffy's talking to some guy who's like, yeah, you're overweight. And she's like, hey, get back here. So Luffy's just hilarious as usual. He ends up just with his shirt open and something over his shoulders and something on his head. I think a weapon, maybe a sword, I don't remember. We saw that Luffy was good with swords, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to fight with swords again. Or at least he knows how to use them, at least. Yeah, I remember him being pretty good. But anyway. So, they talk some more. She's just telling, and at one point, she says, who are you? And he's like, I'm Luffy, I'm gonna be king of the pirates. And he says, Luffy, not Lucy. And all of a sudden everybody starts freaking out, and some guy throws a plate at him saying, you're Lucy, quit pronouncing it weirdly. And he's like, oh yeah, and it hits him in the head. He's like, oh yeah, I'm Lucy. And the girl's like, good, because if you were Luffy, I was gonna kill you right there. But then she reveals some stuff about her past, like, I was a pirate 3 years ago. I came to the New World 3 years ago. And I was all the talk of the media. Everybody was talking about me. And then Whitebeard's war a year ago came and ruined all that, and now the paparazzi and the camera people won't pay me any mind. And so she's really mad at him. She's holding her grudge. And she doesn't know it's him. And then Luffy walks off again. He ends up looking at the statue of this guy who won 3,000 battles and was only injured once in those 3,000 battles. And so this girl comes up. Her name's Rebecca. She's a gladiator Rebecca. She's gonna be fighting, and he was the inspiration. She's gonna win the Mera no Mi fruit, so she can take down Doflamingo. And Luffy's like, Mingo guy. And so, apparently they're switched into 4 blocks, the A block, B block, C block, D block, and then each of those blocks fights each other, and the 4 winners of each block will come and fight. And so, apparently one of the blocks already won, and they go to find out who the winner is, and it's this guy with this bag over his head. And so we're just like, wonder who this guy is. And then he throws off the bag, and it's revealed it's the guy from Blackbeard's crew, the big muscular guy. And the way they said it, it sounded like he was the gladiator whose statue was built. So it's really confusing. I was kind of confused on that part, but everything else was pretty solid. So we realized Luffy's not gonna have to fight him, which will be interesting if he takes down one of Blackbeard's crew. So my review of it was a very solid chapter. It was very good, not very confusing. I really liked this week's chapter a lot more so than a lot of recent chapters. So it was really good. I really liked this chapter. It's definitely a good read. Definitely should go read it. Time for the basic fact. Badassness. Badassness was about 6.5. Last week's chapter would have been a higher rating, but this week, not so much fighting, just sort of talking and conclusions and stuff. Attention level. Attention level was about 7 or 8. And poof, I'm in another room. So attention level was whatever I said it was. Satisfaction, I was very satisfied with this chapter. So I'd give it about a 9. It was really solid, really good, I really liked it. Interest level, probably about 7 or 8. It was really good. Confusion, just a little confusion at the end, so about 2 or 3. Fan service, there was some fan service, about a 4 in fan service. Animation was really good. I'd give it a 9 for animation. Predictability, probably about a 3 for predictability. So yeah, it was a really good chapter. You should definitely go read it. It's one of the better One Piece chapters that's come out recently. Yeah, should definitely go read it. And overall rating out of 5 stars, I'd give it 4.3 stars, because I just know that this next week's chapter should probably be even better. So yeah, definitely go check it out, and I will see you guys later. Jana.